The county sent me a notice declaring my old barn a public hazard and gave me 30 days to tear it down, so I had their main road reclassified as a substandard rural lane. That barn was built by my grandfather. It leaned a little, but it was solid. The new county inspector, a kid in a clean hard hat, said it was an attractive nuisance. I argued. He didn't care. The deadline passed. Instead of hiring a bulldozer, I hired a surveyor. We found something interesting. The road running past my farm, the only way in or out for the new suburban development behind me, was never officially adopted by the county. It was still a private farm track, grandfathered in. I exercised my rights as the primary landowner and petitioned to have its maintenance status revoked. The county approved it. Overnight, the speed limit dropped to 15 mph. Streetlights were turned off. Potholes went unfilled. The commuters in their shiny SUVs were now crawling down a dark, rutted track. Their complaints to the county were met with a simple response. The road no longer meets county standards. The inspector who condemned my barn was now fielding angry calls from his own bosses, whose constituents were stuck in traffic. They offered to drop the barn citation. I agreed, on one condition. They grant my barn a permanent historical structure exemption. They did. My barn still stands, a little crooked. And every evening, I watch my neighbors drive home at a crawl, their headlights bouncing over the potholes they now expect me to be grateful for. Some hazards are more attractive than others. The irony wasn't lost on me as I sat on my porch, sipping sweet tea and watching the parade of frustrated drivers. The barn that was once deemed a danger now stood as a silent sentinel, witnessing the unintended consequences of bureaucratic overreach. I couldn't help but chuckle at the thought of those county officials scrambling to appease their angry constituents. They'd tried to bulldoze over a piece of my family history, but ended up creating a much bigger problem for themselves. It was a lesson in the power of knowing your rights and standing your ground. As the sun set and the last of the commuters puttered by, I ran my hand over the weathered wood of my grandfather's barn. It might lean a little, but it was still standing tall, a testament to the stubbornness that runs in our family. And now, thanks to a little creative problem-solving, it would continue to stand for generations to come. The county learned a valuable lesson that day. Sometimes it's better to leave well enough alone. And as for me, well, I learned that with a little ingenuity and a lot of determination, even the little guy can win against City Hall. My barn may be crooked, but justice, it seems, has a way of straightening things out in the end.